So the new Fantastic Four trailer has dropped today, and I've got only one question so far. What on earth is Marvel doing? Now, I had to watch this trailer over 2 times already, maybe 3 times, just to make sure I wasn't losing my mind or going crazy at all. And let me tell y'all something, it's a tone deaf disaster in the making. Now, from cringe Johnny Storm to a female Silver Surfer that looks like a PS2 glitch, this Fantastic Four trailer might have just exposed Marvel's next big flop before it even hits theaters. Now, if you were hoping for a major comeback with this Fantastic Four trailer, well, then y'all might as well get ready because this Fantastic Four trailer just gave us a glimpse into the full blown MCU meltdown. Now, got to talk about one thing so far. First off, we got to talk about Johnny Storm. Now, anyone who's actually read the comics, watched the Chris Evans movie, in the older films like Fantastic Four, Rise to the Surfer, even Deadpool and Wolverine, knows that Johnny is supposed to be this wild, cocky, fun-loving fireball, literally. But now we're looking at what sounds like a woke male feminist version of Johnny Storm. I'm not even joking. They didn't even use these words, but they might as well have. You see, the vibe from this is crystal clear. It's giving tone depth activist energy vibes. And right now, this dude doesn't even sound or even look anything like the Johnny Storm we grew up with. Instead, Human Torch, instead of them giving us Human Torch, they've basically got him playing Human Cringe. And the Fantastic Four trailer really hammered that home right there. And it just look at the way he talks, acts, and interacts with others. It's completely off. But guess what? It gets much worse because this movie doesn't even look like a Fantastic Four movie anymore. You see, it actually comes off as what's called the Sue Storm show. Dead serious. You can watch that Fantastic Four trailer and it's all about her pregnancy, her leadership, her emotions. It's like the other three members are just background characters. Johnny Storm, Mr. Fantastic, even the Thing, and just background dancers in this Storm fiasco. And this isn't some conspiracy theory either. Seems to me the rumors have been flying for months that Marvel is going to shift the spotlight onto Sue have just become true as we've seen in this Fantastic Four trailer. It's definitely confirmed, just like they sidelined Thor in his own movie, and now we're watching the rest of the Fantastic Four get destroyed by Marvel's obsession with forced strong female leads, okay? No surprise right there. We've all seen it coming. Basically, it's like a formula right now. Take the brand name, replace the characters, and slap some forced diversity stickers on it, okay? And then there's also another issue on hand, which is, of course, we got to get into it, the CGI. I'm sorry, but what exactly is this garbage? We finally get the peek at the female Silver Surfer, unfortunately, in the Fantastic Four trailer, and it's a complete nightmare. Now, you remember, y'all remember the Silver Surfer from the old Fox movie, right? Even the Silver Surfer cartoons and the comics. Now, that movie was mid at best, but at least Norman Rad looked like he came out of the comics. You see, this new version, it looks like a whole PS2 cutscene with the bad CGI and everything. It's definitely an insult. It's actually insane that in 2025, we've regressed to worse CGI than we had in 2005. Now, the technology is better now, but somehow the results are worse. Now, that's a big meltdown waiting to happen for Marvel. And they better start sweating sweating bullets because behind the scenes, if this is the final version or the final version looks anything like what we saw in the Fantastic Four trailer, this movie is going to explode in the worst possible way. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they picked this obscure female version of Silver Surfer that barely appeared in a few comics. As a matter of fact, this is just a multiverse version of the Silver Surfer. Wikipedia warriors are already out here pretending that they've been fans since day one. But don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them lie to you. Most of these people don't even know that this version existed before Marvel made her thing, okay? They're the read one paragraph and now all of a sudden I'm an expert crowd. And y'all know the type, the same people who pretend that the MCU Phase 4 was peak cinema. And this is exactly how the Phantom gets hijacked, okay? Turned into something that it's not even supposed to be. Now, of course, the real fans get pushed out, and then the tone deaf PR machine takes over. And it's right there in the Fantastic Four trailer for the whole world to see. Now, despite all of this, I'm gonna be honest with you all. There were some parts of the trailer that I like the whole retro futuristic aesthetic. They didn't have to do that, but they did it anyway. What else? The world building, the concept cars, as you all see here, the sleek 60s sci-fi vibe. I mean, I like that. They nailed that part in the Fantastic Four trailer. Even the corny costumes, sort of work in this context. I mean, granted, they're not perfect, but they fit the world that they're trying to create. Now, that early part of the Fantastic Four trailer, with the astronauts getting celebrated, the world admiring the Fantastic Four, I mean, a lot of people liked it. Some were on board for it, but for a second, I was thinking, hey, maybe they could be changing things around and doing some stuff right. And then comes the dialogue. Johnny Storm shows up, and it's like watching a Dollar Tree version of Robert Downey Jr., where he's got the smirk, the awkward delivery, but none of the charm. I mean, it was definitely forced. It was also cringe too. Now, I don't get any Johnny Storm vibes from this guy at all. I wanted to like him, but I really do. But nothing about him screams Human Torch to me. Okay. I mean, some people would say it's the actor. I enjoyed the actor in Stranger Things season 4. Maybe it's that awful interview that was still lingering around. Either way, it's a huge red flag. And when your core audience member or your core team member feels like an imposter, you've got a problem. And the Fantastic Four trailer definitely shows that, okay? Now, honestly, I'm going to have to give some credit where it's due. Uh, the Thing, Ben Grimm, he does look cool. You see, no complaints there so far. That gravelly voice, the look, the presence, it all works. And I'll be honest with y'all with this too. The family dynamic in the Fantastic Four trailer actually feels right. You need that in a Fantastic Four movie. They're not just superheroes, they're a dysfunctional, loving, complicated family. And with that particular aspect, it looks like it might be the heart of the film. I mean, some people got some hope from that. Me, I didn't. But if anything has to save this movie from being a total disaster, it might be Ben Grimm himself. Okay, but back to the CGI disaster. That is the Silver Female Surfer. You see, when they showed the female Silver Surfer, they barely show her in this Fantastic Four trailer. And it's probably for a reason. The design looks unfinished, the lighting's probably weird, and the whole vibe itself feels off. It's like, Marvel knows people are going to hate it, so they're just hiding her until the last minute for the Fantastic Four trailer. And I hate to say it, but it really, really does feel like a missed opportunity. Why not just go ahead and go with Norman Rad from the start? Why not just stick with the guy who's already the icon and stuff? The guy is literally the Silver Surfer. Anything else feels like a complete knockoff. And yes, I know the rumors say that he might show up later, but seriously, that's like teasing Batman in a Superman movie by giving us Batgirl instead. It's a classic bait and switch. It's lazy, and the Fantastic Four trailer confirms the bait. And I also got trashed by a lot of people in the comment section saying that that teaser trailer for the Fantastic Four trailer back then was all right, but tell the truth, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Just at least say that this was a complete disaster. And the bigger problem is the CGI for Mr. Fantastic powers. I mean, that looked as bad as the Silver Surfer. And this movie seems to be cooked. The CGI looks unfinished like they did with the Marvels and even Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Not even exaggerating. That stretchy arm moment that we saw in the Fantastic Four trailer, if that's the best that they've got, then I'm going to be honest with you all. This thing is DOA. Okay, that kind of CGI will absolutely destroy this movie. It doesn't matter how good the acting or the plot is, if the visuals are garbage, audiences won't take it seriously. And this is not some sort of, indie flick or independent movie, whatever. This is the Fantastic Four. Has to feel epic. And right now, it looks like a complete low budget Disney Plus episode stretched into a film. And that's me putting it nicely. And let's also not ignore the elephant in the room. This whole thing feels like a setup for another identity swap MCU phase. Y'all already know how it goes. Elevate one character, usually the female lead, downplay the rest, add some sort of, overused feminist monologues and stuff, and wait for the inevitable old Twitter discourse. We've all seen it with She Hulk, we've seen it with Captain Marvel, and now we're watching in real time happen with Sue Storm, unfortunately. Now, the Fantastic Four trailer straight up confirms it. She's leading the team, she's getting the emotional arc, and she's also answering the big hero lines. It's the same classic playbook over and over again. So, yeah, I definitely got, a few concerns, but I'm not surprised. A lot of them, actually, the CGI, which is nightmare fuel, the focus on Sue Storm, overwhelming, suspiciously overwhelming. Johnny Storm feels like a dud. Female Silver Surfer, big fiasco. But here's the thing, I actually want this movie to be good. I genuinely want Marvel to actually bounce back from what it was recently. I love the comic book movies. I love these characters, and it would be great to see them finally done justice on the big screen. But as usual, Marvel under Kevin Feige has to earn that trust back. And right now, the Fantastic Four trailer has me worried. Now, maybe, just maybe, they'll just go ahead and prove me wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the female Silver Surfer that we saw from the Fantastic Four trailer won't be some sort of cringe filled disaster, okay? Maybe Johnny Storm will surprise me, okay? Maybe the final cut will have a polished visuals and, a crazy but killer story. I mean, will I give it a shot? I don't know yet. But Marvel, if you're listening, enough with the tone deaf reshoots, enough with the whole checkbox force diversity casting, enough with the lazy writing and the insultingly bad effects. Just give us a Fantastic Four movie, okay? That's just all we're asking for. And we need more than just, what we saw in the Fantastic Four trailer to believe it. So, yeah, let me know what you all think about this in the comments below. Smash the like button in this video. If you enjoy what sharing it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for future notifications for future uploads. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.